Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. I've got two very special guests on the show today. These two men are a part of, I would say, one of the hottest tag teams in Europe at the moment. They're wrestling everywhere. It's Fabio and Martin Steers, the Freshnas. How are you guys?
Fella. What's happening? Really? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much.
No bother, boys. You're obviously busy training with the big fight in the National Stadium coming up next week. How's everything going for you?
Everything is going absolutely swimmingly. We are putting the graft in every day the way we do. We're traveling Europe the way we do, while our opponents in 90% of the places are sitting on their holes, twiddling their thumbs, and that's why we're the most solid tag team.
The best tag team, not only in Ireland, the best tag team in Europe.
Fight.
Yeah. You guys did wrestle over in Philadelphia as well, didn't you, for WrestleMania week? How was that?
We did. That was amazing. Great. Yeah, it was great. We were part of a show ran by Ring of Honor's Cheeseburger, and obviously, being under someone like him, learning curve as well. Just traveling all the time has made us the wrestlers we are today, and we hope to continue to travel and even be back in the States.
Yeah, I do watch you guys, obviously follow you guys on social media, and like you've been in Belgium recently, in Scotland and everything. Like, how much are you learning from going to all these places, guys?
So much. Like, every time we get there, we like meet new people, get to learn from these new people as well. Like, last weekend we're in New Wave Wrestling, and we got the chance to wrestle one of the best tag teams in Europe, the Greedy Souls.
Yeah.
And we seen all our trainers, Wild Bowers there, Mark Andrews was there, loads of the guys there, learning from them, getting to watch their matches, and them talk to us about our matches. Absolutely amazing. We're just getting better and better and better every time we do it.
Awesome. It's been a kind of mixed year, I suppose, in calendar year for you guys in OTT. You kind of had to go missing there for a while, but you made your triumphant return. What was that like, being out of action for so long from OTT?
Actually snapping up being on OTT for a while.
Yeah, it was kind of mad not being an OTT, but sure, do you know what? We actually don't have to fake it anymore, because sure, Joe knows now anyway. We committed a horrible case of identity theft, and
please to Mexico, please.
Yeah, we paid, what was it, like $6 grand, something like that, in flight to Mexico. Another couple of grand work visas. Yeah, fuck the DJ.
So you snapping.
You would be as well.
So what was it like then at the last event when you seen Los Mupadores return? Obviously, your opponents, Sean Maxer Guinness and Matthew.
The fella,
some of them are more like coming out doing a little dance.
So the two lads are going around, ripping around, talking about how they're from D4, they're minted, they're this and that, but they fleece their gear. So yeah, it's because they don't wash theirs. Because actually, this is actually true as well. You know that Matthew's ma wipes his arse from. That's true.
Not one toothbrush in the gaff either.
Yeah, that's
not one toothbrush.
I seen that in the vlogs, which we'll get to in a little bit. In terms of like people, a lot of people that watch this show will be tuned in from America. I talked to a lot of the ex-WWE guys and so on and so forth. Can you explain to the people that are watching outside of Ireland how crazy and how hot wrestling is in Ireland right now?
It's on the up. It's on the
certainly on the up. We got everyone from here knows that we have August 10th in the National Stadium coming up, featuring the likes of Nick Nemeth and Mike Bailey and other international stars. And there's, I think, maybe 100 tickets left, if I'm right in saying that. It's going to sell out, which is great for us being at the base of it.
One of the main reasons why it's on the up is because people like us constantly training day in and day out, improving the scene so much. So.
Yeah, being at the base of it, like the way we are, it's obviously great for us seeing shows do so well, but we're also part of the foundation as to why it goes so well.
You need to put the hard work in.
Yeah. So this is the match in question we're talking about next Saturday. You guys facing the social elite.
There you can. Yeah, there we go. Put black on that. That's the hairline, isn't it?
No, the hairline's bad as well. Jesus.
How much would it mean to you guys to lift those titles in front of over 2,000 people next week at the stadium?
The absolute world. Yeah. The absolute world. Thing was like a year and a half ago, we got cheated out of that opportunity against the draw.
Yeah.
And we built ourselves back up. We have the opportunity now. Lightning doesn't strike twice. We're gonna do it. We're gonna win.
It has to be now. For us and for the fans. They've seen us do the chase and fail, and thankfully the OTT crowd, like, they are genuinely one of the best we've wrestled in front of. and they've stuck behind us. Whether we are under masks or whether we are trying to sell them jocks at the merch stand, they have been firmly been behind us, and we just can't let them down.
Yeah, we're not doing it for ourselves, doing it for everyone. 2,200 fans. We're doing it all for them.
Would you have anything good to say about Sean Maxer Guinness? Obviously, a very experienced man, and Matthew Bullet Smith there as well. Have you anything positive to say about those guys, or are you just?
It's very little, but you see, the thing is, like, we would be just lying to you if we said like we don't think they're any good at all. Of course we do. They're the OTT tag champs. They're obviously both incredible wrestlers. However, the two of them could be so much better if they went around and traveled and did other stuff, and if Matthew brushed his teeth. That they are like, that's kind of just the nails in the coffin.
Really, a bit of toothpaste, a bit of shampoo here and there for the hair, and you're sorted.
And honestly, look, when we start getting big championship payslips, once we take the belts off them, we will personally fly Matthew over to Turkey to get that hairline sorted. So yeah, you know, we just want to help the entire scene. You know what I mean?
We know the dangers. We know how good they are, but we are better. We are so much better, and we're going to prove it once and for all.
And you think the deciding factor in this match next week is going to be that you guys are out doing it every single week across different countries across the world?
We're grafting. We're in a training school almost every single day, traveling all over Europe every weekend. We're grafting. We're getting better and better. What are they doing? Nothing. Sitting at home doing nothing.
And if you're to look at the goals for you guys for the rest of 2024, obviously taking those tag titles is one. Anything else on the horizon or the agenda for you guys?
Well, we wanna grab gold in the building we're standing out in front of. I definitely haven't gotten the sign in there, but Fight Factory, the Irish tag titles are also on the bucket list as well.
The Hard Knocks tag titles.
We also, as well. Just keep collecting gold, and we also want to. We had a great weekend just gone in the UK, UKW in London and New Wave in Wales. We've thankfully gotten to a point where we're consistently over in CPW in Scotland. We want to do even more UK dates because, you know, that's where the biggest market is in Europe anyway, and we want to break out into that scene.
But the OTT tag titles, you're not just going to see them in Ireland. You're going to see them all over Europe because we're going to raise them above our shoulders. We're going to defend them all over the world.
Yeah, that'd be great. And I was actually at my first Fight Factory show there last week, guys, and I was really, really impressed.
Yeah?
It was just very warm.
Oh God, yeah. We made our entrance, and I turned around to Martin, and I was like, I'm dripping already. It was a sweatbox. So, but you know, that's because we packing heat in here. Yeah. That's what it is, because we're putting on fire shows.
In terms of OTT, then, and we're kind of winding up here now. How important is J Money to the whole situation for you guys?
J Money is such a key part to this team, especially in OTT. He does a lot of work for us behind the scenes that you might not recognize. And he, like Martin just said,
he is our glue.
He is genuinely the glue. He brings out the best in us as well. And not having him around for a while, where we're having what I would describe as a lover's tiff as well. You know, we obviously very much went through a rough point in OTT, and now that we have J Money back, there is absolutely no stopping us, and I think that's quite evident.
Now, talk to me about your YouTube channel. I've been thoroughly enjoying the vlogs and everything, and I'm just going to put links underneath and what people can kind of expect from you guys on the road. Very interesting and very fun stuff.
Really, just us, being us.
Yeah, like I can honestly say, like doing this now, because obviously we're living in the age of like content is like everything, and I can honestly say like this hasn't required like any extra effort from us, other than just having a camera on. Like we're not like we just act like fucking idiots all the time anyway. So, you know, getting to do that while it happens to be rolling is just another perk. And there's I wish I could give you maybe a bit more of a concrete answer, but that's kind of it.
Just the Freshnas,
being solid.
Yeah.
Being solid. Actually, there's a few fan questions we're going to get to in a second here, but I just want to flash up the old merch there that you guys.
It's lovely, isn't it?
That hat fits also his head, you know.
Yeah, I know. No matter how fat your head is, that
short as well, keep it warm in the bed and all.
Yeah. So, but they're actually very limited at the moment. There's some Saw Street t-shirts still left. I think there's one cap left and there's one pair of shorts left. So
you know what to do.
However, we got some new merch coming out for that stadium weekend. Oh, God bless us. So keep the eyes peeled.
Yes, I've got some merch. I believe it's in the post at the moment. I got a notification today, so myself and the missus will be kitted out in the front row of the stadium next week, which I'm looking forward to.
Well, that's lovely to hear. Lovely to hear. Brilliant.
Here we go. We got a few questions here. We'll wrap up. This is from Sean O'Rourke. What's it like to be absolutely solid?
Honestly, it is unreal being solid. It's solid being solid.
It's solid being solid. Yeah.
And you don't know what it feels like to be solid until you become solid.
So, you know, and there's a lot, we get a lot like, oh, what does solid mean? And if you have to ask, you're just not solid. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because the second you become solid, you'll know what it means. You know what I mean?
There's another one here. What's the opposite of solid?
Muppet.
Yeah, Muppet.
Muppet.
And what exactly does it take to be solid, and who owns you? Are you going to wear the big tag team belts around your waist or over your shoulder? Very important.
Ooh, I like the last question. That's something I haven't thought about. You know what? We'll get back to you once we have a lovely photo shoot with those belts.
A few snaps on the
shoulder.
Snaps
on the shoulder. Snaps around the waist. Make sure I don't drop my phone like a tick. And then we will get back to you on that. However, who owns it?
The Freshnas.
Freshnas owns it. And what's it take to be solid? I'm sorry, that does kind of qualify for it. If you have to ask,
it's not it.
It's not. I'm sorry. I hate to deliver that news, but that's just kind of the way the cookie crumbles. I'm afraid.
That's just the way it is.
That's just the
very sorry, Claire, about that. But that's the way it is. Look, guys, really appreciate your time today. I will chat to you in the stadium next week. Best of luck, and we'll do this proper sit down some night, and we'll talk about your career maybe in a bit more detail. But really, really appreciate it, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
In a while.
Cheers, boys.